Hello and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show where we show you one cool thing which we are testing out here in the PC Mag Labs. I'm Sasha Sieg and this is Will Greenwald.
Honk, honk.
If you are watching us live on Facebook, please ask questions, make comments about, if not this product, then any product you can think of asking questions or making comments about. Hopefully we'll have an opinion. Let's have a dialogue. If you are on YouTube, there is no dialogue because you are a passive consumer of content. Perhaps you should consider coming over to Facebook Live at 10 a.m. Eastern on weekdays, but please do like and subscribe if you like this content about computer speakers. Now, our one cool thing for today is the Razer Nommo Chroma, which are these things. What are these things, Will?
These are desktop speakers from Razer. They also made this notebook, the Razer Blade Pro. We like it. And they have 3 new Nomo speaker lines. There's the Nomo regular one, which is $100. There's the Nommo Chroma, which is $150. And the larger Nomo Pro, I believe, is $450 because that is much bigger speakers and has a subwoofer.
Is that one of those big, like it looks like a Google Home Max, like cinder block speakers?
Yeah, but I mean, subwoofers did it way before Google Max did.
Yeah. Okay, so the Nommo Chroma, this is obviously a stereo pair of speakers, right?
Yes, it is.
And what makes it chroma? What's chromatic
Well,
about it?
if you want to...
You want me to fire up the sound effects?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I found some royalty-free sound effects on YouTube.
Actually, you need to restart the Synapse software.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Show me. Yep.
Also, I think... Yeah.
Okay.
When you hit the thing with the lightsaber, you might have unplugged these.
Oh, okay. So earlier we hit the computer with a lightsaber. It may have sawed off part of the computer, which Will is now trying to repair.
Chroma, come on. Select all.
So what Will is dealing with right now is there's some pretty extensive desktop software for the Nommo Chroma that lets you customize the lights on the speaker. It lets you customize the sound of the speaker.
There we go.
What's the deal with the Philips Hue module?
It's
there?
rainbow.
Okay.
Now we plug it back in, and it should get us back to the setting. Actually, you can see right here. This is, or it was for a second. If you hold it up like this, can you hold this for a moment? Thank you. If you turn the dial here, this is volume, and on the left, bass. So you actually get sort of indication on this. Hard to see under these bright lights, the little light ring. It's an accent light around here. And that's not the only thing you can do. You can set different chroma, like stuff, to make it flicker like fire. You can do just a whole bunch of different things.
So now, do the colors ever respond to the sound that's being played through the speakers?
They can. There are a couple different ways to do that. I just need to... yeah, we kind of disrupted a few things when I was showing the lightsaber we did before. But the point is that this looks cool, and at times it... I can just unplug... Sorry. Trying to balance a few different things, but when it isn't showing the volume wheel, it actually kind of can light up a nice rainbow or just do a bunch of different things.
Okay, so yeah, and it looks like you can almost draw color. I wish we could show this desktop software. I wish we were set up for that. It looks like you can almost draw the colors that would be happening in the speaker.
Yeah, you actually can. Well, we can't right now. But actually in the chroma settings, you can change things like draw half a circle and turn it like green or red or random. So you can change it. Here's the other one. Yeah, just always technical difficulties with this. But you already saw the light circle change a bit. We have a question. Let's try.
Is there a different model that doesn't have the lights?
Yes, the Razer Nommo, the regular one, is just $100, and it's actually very similar to this one, but it's 2/3 the price. Just doesn't have the light ring, but otherwise it's basically the same thing.
And now, have you had these reliability problems with it before? Is it a temperamental device?
We only have these reliability problems when I'm trying to do a show with you.
Okay.
Not just with you, sometimes it's Tom's fault.
Okay, so you're still hooking it up here.
Yep.
So let's talk a little about the sound.
Better yet, we have another question.
Is it an active speaker?
Yes, actually it is a, pretty much all desktop speakers are going to be active, which means that they have built-in amps or a power supply that you don't need to use a separate amp. Passive speakers, often bookshelf speakers or loudspeakers, stereo speakers for audiophiles, they need an amp or a receiver to otherwise put power into the speaker because they don't have an amp inside it. These are basically built, you just plug it into the wall, plug it into the computer, they work. So like the vast majority of desktop speakers intended for use with the computer, they're active.
So how's the sound?
The sound's pretty good, but the thing is, it's not necessarily $150 good. It's pretty good, but the extra price you're paying, the $50 premium over the regular Nomo, is, I will just try to restart the software, is the lighting effect, which is actually very cool if it works, and it has, through our review when we were testing it, it's just right now it isn't. But that's totally fine.
And so now, one of the things that's called out in the review is this bass knob. Does that actually work? Does it alter the amount of bass that you get out of these speakers?
It does, but the it doesn't have a separate subwoofer. If you want the subwoofer, you want to get the Nommo Pro. So you're not going to get a whole lot of bass out of this arrangement. It'll be pretty good bass. You're not going to get sub bass, super low frequency. So even if you pump up the bass, you're not necessarily going to get wall shaking rumble. You're going to get decent.
So who are these speakers for?
They're for gamers, like the vast majority of Razer products. Okay, we have Chroma working. Maybe.
Can we play some sound?
Sure. Just pull this up.
Yeah, and this is from a royalty-free set of movie sounds, which are kind of like the kinds of sounds you'd get out of a game, I guess.
Yep.
You know, you have some relatively deep environmental sound here.
I think I just need to...
Turning up the bass on that doesn't really change much.
I'm like a really ineffectual DJ. Okay, is it cycling now? Is it doing something? Why is it not working?
Let's try the next sound effect. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna play with the bass,
Okay.
and we can
Yeah,
show what that
now
bass
we have some
knob-
color.
Yeah. Oh, and we have color and the bass.
When you adjust the thing, it changes the wheel,
Yeah.
so it's like you need to not touch the wheel so we actually can show it off. Also, maybe turn off the light when we turn it upside down. Hard to tell.
Yeah, and so you've got decent but not overwhelming bass coming out of these. It doesn't have a subwoofer. I mean,
Yep.
It does sound like a pair of, it does, oh, now we can really see the light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
good looking.
I've changed it to fire, so you're seeing
That's
it
pretty.
flicker slowly between red and orange. And we can change it to, turn this on.
And so this is also for, I really see this as for those gaming experience customizers. It's people who like to play with the LEDs on their keyboard. People who have the kind of desktop PC that you like to look at the insides of.
Yep.
It's very much people who are trying to optimize and customize every
Now you
aspect
see it
of.
twinkling because it's starlight.
Oh yeah.
And you can change different sections of the light ring. There are 24 nodes on each ring, so you can have like 48 different colored bits that behave in different manners. You can have like zones. You can change it to flicker, do waves, or cycle through colors. You have a lot of different options when we actually do get it to work.
Okay, let's kill the sound. Let's take one more question.
Yep.
Does Razer sell a subwoofer?
Yes, that's part of the Nommo Pro. So it's larger satellites and a subwoofer, but that's also, I believe, $450. But it also has, like, I think, even more powerful lighting effects as well. So it is like a more visually impressive, as well as audio impressive. We haven't tested the Nommo Pro yet, but it is on our list, and it seems like a pretty powerful system.
So for people who aren't gaming,
Yeah.
for people who aren't looking for this particular airplane engine style kind of bell and whistle look, what desktop speakers do we generally recommend?
We've had some good success with Logitech ones. You can usually find them for around 80 to 120, depending on the model. They're usually very good. They can often have Bluetooth for if you want to stream stuff from your phone. On the larger end, if you want like just high quality audio, we like the Audio Engine series. They have some powered speakers. They're also significantly more expensive because they're more for like studio mastery. but they are way better sound quality than pretty much any pure desktop speaker pair you're going to get. We have a whole guide that you can check out, and we are constantly looking at new speakers. And of course, there's the fact that pretty much every notebook, every computer, almost every computer has Wi-Fi and or Bluetooth. So if you get something with Google Cast, you get something with Bluetooth, you can just get like a nice single speaker, and it'll just be way more powerful than your notebook's going to pump out. Or soundbars are good too. Razer has the Leviathan, which is like a desktop-sized soundbar with a subwoofer. So you have a lot of different options, and you don't need the lighting.
Okay, so the Razer Nommo Chroma, we rated it 3.5 stars. The review is up on PCMag.com. It is for the kind of gamer who likes to sit in a dark room with glowing colors surrounding them.
That's gamers.
Yeah, okay, there you go. If that is you, then you may be interested in these speakers. Any more questions out there?
What do you have at home, Will?
I actually alternate between a few different speakers. I have kind of a small apartment and the walls are thin, so I'm super paranoid about disrupting my neighbors, so usually I just kind of use my crappy TV speakers, which is embarrassing because I know how much better things can sound, but that's why I have very good headphones instead.
Okay. So thank you all for watching. This has been One Cool Thing with PCMag.com. Thank you for your patience during our technical difficulties. We will be back tomorrow with another cool thing at 10 a.m. live on Facebook if you want to participate in the discussion, or every day on YouTube if you just want to watch and play along. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. We will see you tomorrow.
Also, we just got this lightsaber.